going. We don't need roads.
Mr. Dafoe, an honor to see you again, sir. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. You?
I'm doing
Good?
very well.
You're
Love
looking
your
slick.
performance in this. Love the film. So seriously, thank you for your time.
Great, sure.
I'm going to jump into this. One of the things that I most love about this movie and about your performance is watching how much this character is both physically and mentally affected by his environment, by his surrounding. In this case, obviously, it's a penthouse. You've worked around the world for decades. What's the most an environment, a set, a shooting location has ever affected you physically or mentally?
Oh, God. Once I shot in Birkenau in Poland, which was a death camp, and, it wasn't cleaned up because that was pre-wall coming down. So that was quite affecting. I mean, it was beyond my comprehension, beyond my emotions, but the place felt haunted in a very deep way. It felt like an evil place. So I remember that very well. But, yeah, that's the one that sticks out in my mind off the top of my head.
Can you remind me again what film that was for?
That was called Triumph of the Spirit.
Wow,
About
sounds unbelievable.
1980, maybe 90, 1990 maybe.
Wow, that sounds unbelievable. I have the confession to make. When this movie ended, I thought to myself, I would pay big money to see Willem Dafoe perform this live on stage, which I feel like because of the confines is very possible. Like it might sound stupid, but like, could you ever see yourself playing this part in front of a live audience night after night? Is that even doable in your mind?
That's interesting. Well, it's a little bit like a duration art piece, a performance art piece. But I think it probably wouldn't work as well as it does cinematically because it's filtered through the language of cinema, and that's really what gives its punch and its pacing. I think it would be a different experience. It would be interesting. It would probably be done in real time, but I think to the viewer, it might be kind of tedious.
Fair enough. But honestly, I'd still go see it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'd be there front row waving at you. There is an old expression that we've all heard, actors and non-actors. It's a cliche by this point, but that acting is reacting. You're alone in this movie, so I am curious, what is it that you are actually reacting to?
Objects, sounds, light, problems, myself. There's a wealth of things. There aren't conventional scenes, but there are many things that I have to do. And I'm a guy that's got to get to work. He's got to figure stuff out. And that's basically what's happening in the movie. At least that's where it starts out. That's a narrative push.
So funny, the stuff that he figures out, it just reminded me that like I would be dead because I couldn't figure out the way that he figures out the stuff.
You and me both, brother.
Mr. Dafoe, I always love speaking with you, sir. It is always an incredible conversation. It's an incredible conversation because you do incredible work. So I appreciate your time, sir.
All right. Thanks so much.
Good to see you again, my friend.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.